Welcome back to another edition of Snap Vision, your front row seat to everything AML Watcher did, saw, and accomplished this October. We're pushing boundaries and breaking barriers, and October was no exception. From London's buzzing stages to real-time monitoring breakthroughs, we've been on the front lines ensuring compliance evolves, not just survives. If you thought we'd take it easy, think again. Let's shed some light on the regulatory roundup. The world of compliance never stops moving, and neither did we. October began with a bang as OFAC hit the Sinaloa cartel's fentanyl network with sanctions that shook the industry to its core. The BIS didn't stop either. 29 entities across China, Turkey, and the UAE were listed for funneling components to Iran's sanctioned networks. But it didn't end there. The UK made major moves, consolidating sanctions into a single list, while removing HTS from its terrorist list. And then, just as the world seemed to spiral into chaos, FATF restored hope. South Africa, Nigeria, Mozambique, and Burkina Faso all escaped the gray list. Reform isn't just possible, it's happening. But October wasn't just about the headlines. It was about being where the action is, where compliance meets innovation. And we were there. In London, at the second FinCrime Fraud Leaders Summit, the booth engagements were electric, the insights were sharp, and we heard your requirements loud and clear. But we didn't stop there. AML Watcher, in collaboration with Transform Finance and Raw Compliance, from thought pieces to live podcasts, from fraud at the front line with Glenn Wilkinson to romance scams with Becky Holmes, we explored the issues that keep financial crime up at night. The real magic happens when compliance meets creativity. October wasn't just busy, it was full of big moves and bold campaigns. Then came Power Her, where women in compliance didn't just sit at the table, they took it over. Strong, empowered, and breaking new grounds. We kicked off with transaction monitoring, not just showing the world how we track transactions, but how we do it intelligently and at scale. And then Halloween came knocking, and as usual, we had to tell people about the ghosts of bad data that are haunting legacy systems. The ghosts of false alerts, the spirits of outdated data, they're real, and they're keeping your compliance teams in the dark. But don't worry, AML Watcher is here to exorcise those demons. And let's not forget where we live, the digital world. AML Watcher's voice was heard loud and clear, and here we are, 40,000 Watchers, Army strong. Beyond social media, our blog digest kept the insights rolling. From fraud scores to wealth screening and even the Pandora Papers, we tackled the most critical issues in compliance. If October was a sprint, November is a marathon, Hong Kong FinTech Week, and whatnot. As we're not just adapting to change, we're leading it. AML Watcher. Trust in compliance. Outthink crime.